when we talk about narcissists, there's one guy that never disappoints in this field. That is Gavin Newsom, who now has a podcast. I mean, this is Babylon Bee stuff. This is parody and satire stuff, but I know it's real. After the fires, after all that has been happening to California, after all that has been how the state, one of the most beautiful states in the United States, have been destroyed to the point that California has. Well, I'm launching a new podcast. We need to change the conversation. I mean, I think that these people are desperate for some kind of left-wing Joe Rogan, and they tend to forget that like up to 10 minutes ago, Joe Rogan was a liberal as well. But Joe Rogan was a literal liberal. You forget that. And he was just making sure to invite everybody who wanted a voice to his show. And it so happens that some people made sense, some people didn't. And when you didn't make sense, Joe Rogan asked questions, and people from the left essentially stopped going to Joe Rogan's podcast because they didn't like the questions. Because, of course, if you say nonsensical stuff and you are asked questions about that, then you will not be able to respond. And that's why Kamala Harris didn't go on Joe Rogan's podcast, because everybody knew that that was going to be a disaster. And that's why it works so well for both Trump and J.D. Vance. So these people are desperate. Maybe Gavin Newsom knows that after this tenure as governor of California at this point, he knows that he's done. He's essentially done. He will never do anything. As a white guy will never be anything for the libtards, for the demon rats. So he said, well, I will have my own podcast, and maybe that way I could, have he's going the Meghan Markle. He's going the arsewives way. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be quite more successful than Meghan Markle, by the way. I'm talking directly with people I disagree with, people I look up to, and you, the listeners. I'd like to be on Gavin Newsom's podcast. Why not? Egg prices, tariffs, Dodge, we're tackling all your big questions. This is Gavin Newsom. Subscribe now. Man, I'm thinking of subscribing to your podcast. Let's watch this. This is so insane.
We need to change the conversation. And that's why I'm launching a new podcast. And this is going to be
Oh, it's so youthful. It's so youthful that I have to. What it said. This looks like, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants stuff. This is SpongeBob SquarePants stuff. Even the color scheme. Maybe it's that, this looks like right out of Nickelodeon. And I'm talking about the PDF file stuff as well. PDF file stuff as well.
That's why I'm launching a new podcast. And this is going to be anything but the ordinary politician podcast.
I need to work on my Gavin Newsom voice, because it seems that I will be doing a lot of parody of Newsom in the future in this podcast. Can you imagine? But I need to work on not only on the voice, but the California accent. This is not AI, SSJB. This is for real. This is what the F stuff.
I'm going to be talking to people directly that I disagree with.
I'm going to be talking to people that I disagree with.
I need to practice that.
As well as people I look up to. But more important than anything else, I'll be talking directly with you, the listener.
I want Trump on your show. I want you to talk.
No, I need more California accent. I will master all of them. The California accent. And of course, there are many accents in California. I need the Brooklyn accent as well, the Manhattan accent. I know there are many accents in Right now, I sound more like the Miami accent. That is something that goes natural to me, But let's keep
Real
watching this.
conversations. What's going on with
Real conversations, and he American Psycho stuff. The American Psycho stuff. Oh my God. Let me see which books. He's got a California book, of course. Is this what? What is this? Drives? Genius of Lifetimes? What is this? A book that says American? I think that Megan had these books as well. America, I'm gonna find out which books. I'm always very curious. This looks like says that Ghana, where Karen Bassey went. What? No, I think I'm making up stuff. I don't see the rest of the books in here. I think there's maybe we can find a clearer picture of this. And well, this. I have no words. This is well, I think it. By the way, it's like it is crooked. By the way, this is just a tad over the banana. It's stuck to the wall with Dr. Tape. But well, let's continue.
what's going on with the cost of eggs?
What's going on with the cost of eggs? So relevant nowadays. Why is everybody talking about eggs? Don't you remember that Biden killed? How many chickens did Biden kill? Like 100,000 or 100,000 million? I don't know. What it's an obscene amount of chickens that Biden killed, and nobody talks about that. Everybody, the price of eggs. How many? I'm gonna ask Perplexity right now. I'm gonna ask Perplexity. How many did how many chickens did Biden kill? And while Perplexity does its things, we continue here.
What are the real impacts to you around tariffs? What power does an executive order really have?
We have Wikipedia. We have YouTube for all that, Gavin. We don't need, but we accept your offer of a podcast, because that way, well, we politics content creators will have more ways of mocking you. So be my guest. Let me see. More than 147 million birds, including chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese, have died. What? The culling was done to prevent the spread of highly pathogenic avian influenza, bird flu. 147 million birds. It was, according to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, the Biden administration and the Department of Agriculture directed the culling of over 100 million chickens. So that's nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. That, of course, if you cut the offer of a product, of a service, the price is going to go up. That is basic economics. You don't have to be Thomas Sowell for that.
And what's really going on inside of Doge? Look, there's an onslaught of information that we take in. So let's take it to the sources without the typical political mumbo jumbo. In the first few weeks, we're going to be sitting down with some of the biggest leaders and architects.
I want to see his interview with Elon Musk. If you don't have Elon Musk, your show is nothing. It's dead on arrival.
In the mega movement. This is Gavin Newsom.
What is this? What? No. I want to know which. I have all this, and which one is this? Which logo is? Do any of you recognize this logo? I don't have this logo. I don't have my podcast and this logo. I have my podcast. I have this show and all these logos. But this, if you can tell me, if any in the audience can tell me which logo is this, I would be really grateful. Oh my God, no! This is Nickelodeon stuff. This is Nickelodeon stuff. Why? Why would we need another podcast? Why would you need a podcast to know about Elon Musk's Pandora. Thank you, Miss Black Cat. Thank you, Miss Black Cat, and Trump Derangement Research, Pandora, also Kevin Forstone. Thank you, CW as well. Pandora, Jack Matthews as well. Thank you, all of you. SSJB as well. Thank you for Pandora. Let me write that down. Pandora. I want to. I thought it was something with Avatar. No. Pandora. Bad joke. No. Pandora. 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 Well, my podcast is going to be on Pandora as well. That's I had to compete with Gavin Newsom. By the way, with Spotify, I've reached, I think, 100 subscribers on Spotify. You're going to make money regardless. Yeah, this I don't know. I'm covering this because what are these people talking about? You're taking time off your job as governor of California, which should be stressing and difficult enough, to do a podcast. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, this is my job. This is what I do. I am not governor of anywhere. By the way, I could be governor of California or New York as well, and I think in a few states of the United States. Even if I was not born in the United States, maybe I could be governor of a state at some point. Who knows? Who knows? The sky's the limit. But meanwhile, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments and my eventual political campaign in the United States. I should be living in the United States for starters.